Hey, Wes Peters Group, Kellers Real Estate. I wanted to film a quick video today and just talk about distressed properties that are in rough shape. If you may know of anyone, a family property, sometimes people inherit properties that are outdated significantly and have a lot of belongings in there that no one wants. And I'm in these situations from time to time. And ultimately, I like to present the client with options. So I want to talk about 3 different scenarios that we would propose to someone in this situation, and maybe this information will be helpful to you or maybe someone that you know that we can help out. So option 1 would be a cash offer, quick settlement, and strictly as is. So seller does not need to worry about any sort of financial contingencies, home inspection contingencies, and if they want to leave a house full of unwanted junk, they can do so. Other benefits would be that you do not have to be exposed to the market. A sign does not go up out front. A lockbox does not go on your door. Your neighbors do not need to know you're selling if privacy is something that you are of concern to. Now, normally these offers are going to be factored in. Someone's going to be buying this house as is, putting work into that property, and then selling it for the top of the market. So all these things are factored into that. In all those scenarios, the investor would pay all of the all the expenses associated with that offer. So if you had a house that was an offer of $200,000, you would walk away with $200,000 there. Any expenses with selling that home, commission, transfer recordation cost, title fees, etc., would be covered by the buyer under that scenario. Now, in some situations, you get this offer and you know, okay, these are where these investors may be. We have a great pool of investors that we work with, some of the best developers in the area. So usually I'll have a few different options of what different investors would be willing to pay for that home at any given moment. Now, some people might take the approach of, okay, that's great, I know where I stand with a cash investor, but what if I could do better? What if I was exposed to the open market and another investor might be willing to pay higher? Or more likely, a homeowner that's willing to do some sort of renovation loan might be willing to pay more than most investors would in that scenario. So that would be option number 2. You put the home on the market. Most likely it would sell for more than an investor would be willing to pay off the market. But then you have to pay retail prices, so you have full commission, you're splitting transfer recordation, etc., and you may be exposed to contingencies. And if you do, or if you're lucky enough to find a homeowner buyer, you might have to worry about a financing contingency as well. Also, if you're not able to get a better offer than the initial offer that the investor paid before it hit the market, most likely that investor would still be interested. So you can kind of have the best of both worlds under that scenario. If you are not able to get a better offer, you're going to know in the first week or so after being exposed to the market, and everyone out there can see your property. So we could always go back to the initial offer and say, yeah, I would like to make that deal now. Now, the third option would be if you are in a situation where you're lucky enough to have some money to put back into the property, we can work with you, we can connect you with some of the contractors that we work with, and if you are willing and able to fix that property up and to get it up to the top of the market, to sell it for what the going rate may be for a home that is renovated or at least in more livable conditions. Now, the downside of that obviously is you're going to have holding costs. If you're living in the property, you might have to move out. Could have to worry about moving twice, temporary housing, so on and so forth. But you do have different options if you're in these scenarios. If you have a scenario that you'd like to talk about, if you'd like me to come out and give you my opinion or what somebody might be willing to pay for your house today, cash with no contingencies and no costs associated with that offer, give us a call. And I hope to hear from you guys.